Hello everyone and welcome to the program. I'm Sean Melaye in Lagos. The process to recall the senator representing Kogi West Senatorial District, Dino Melaye, has failed. From the results announced by INEC, on only 18,742 of the 189,870 of the signatories to the petition for the senator's recall were verified. So the chairman of the All Progressives Congress APC in Kogi State, Hadi Ameto, says, and I quote, "Some ghosts initiated the recall process. In politics, nothing seems absolute. And if you want to draw conclusions, you must know the fact. Knowing the facts will require that you know how it all started." Let's retrace the journey of Senator Dino Melaye's recall process. The process started when some members of his constituent protested, saying they were fed up with him representing them.
We are here to recall our Senator Dino Melaye.
So they kick-started the process by collecting signatures.
The recall of Honorable Dino Melaye, they have kick-started from my local government, from my ward, from my hometown. I want to tell people that the reason why I want to recall Honorable Dino Melaye, the way his own attitude, the way he's behaved into nation.
The resolute constituents went ahead and submitted 6 bags containing the signatures of 52.3% of the electorate allegedly from the senatorial district and other petitions to the Independent National Electoral Commission.
The Constitution requires that we should submit a petition backed up with above 50% of the number of registered voters. The collection of the signatures has been done, and that is why those are the signatures, those are the documents and the bags you saw us taken in.
But Senator Dino Melaye does not believe the signatures were genuine. He said his political enemies were at work.
I bring to the notice of my highly respected colleagues the incident of a purported recall orchestrated by Kogi State government. Mr. President, my colleagues, the election that brought me to office, the total score of both valid and invalid votes for 9 candidates, Mr. President, is 118,000. But my governor and his appointees in 4 days claimed they got a signature of over 188,000 signatures. Nowhere in my constituency did they sit to receive people's signature. They got INEC database for registered voters and copied in one writing into a recall register and forged all the signatures.
And this is how some members of the constituent had reacted to that claim even before the senator brought it up on the floor of the Senate.
Dino Melaye was entirely initiated and is being pursued by constituents of Kogi West Senatorial District. Haven't had enough of Senator Dino's unbearable utterances, conducts, and misbehavior, both in and out of the hallowed chambers of the National Assembly, coupled with his total disconnect from the people he claimed to represent. It is therefore a deliberate falsehood for anyone to allege that the initiators and instigators of the recall exercise are not from Kogi West.
Aside the claims and counterclaims, there was also the legal tussle. The process started, halted, and restarted. There was also a time when it looked like INEC and the senator were playing hide and seek. The verification has been done now and failed to meet what the law required, indicating an end, perhaps, according to what INEC will eventually announce, to what has become a long, dramatic episode in Senator Dino Melaye recall process. Well, let's move on now. Let's touch base with Washington. President Muhammadu Buhari is in Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States, and will be meeting with the United States President Donald Trump tomorrow. What will form the chunk of that discussion tomorrow? What should Nigerians expect? Let's turn to the Senior Special Assistant to President on Media and Publicity, President Muhammadu Buhari. Madam Garba Shehu joins us from Washington. Thank you so much, Mr. Shehu, for your time on the program tonight. I'm very sure you've heard a lot of the anticipation of Nigerians towards the meeting of tomorrow between President Buhari and President Donald Trump. If you look at what is said, a lot of critics of the president were unhappy with his last trip in the UK. They did say that he demarketed the country. What should we be expecting? Marketing or perhaps some plea for aid or whatever from the United States? Okay, let me quickly ask you, I guess there seems to be some technical issues, but if you hear me now, what exactly should Nigerians be expecting from the president? Okay, seems we're having troubles reaching Mr. Garba Shehu. We will still touch base with him as much as we're able, as soon as we're able to rectify the technical issue.